Easter. There we go. All right, good dawning, and welcome to another Friday episode of Good Dawning here with myself, Mr. Floyd, and all of you, family. Welcome, guys. Grateful to have you here. Millie, slept in late. Oh, grateful to see you here, though, for sure. Thank you for being here. Laddie, good dawning as well. Does anyone else get the error message sometimes when pressing send in the chat, or is it just me? Ooh, that's a good question there, Laddie. You're in the UK, so you have whole other universes of laws and push buttons and stuff that who knows? Ooh, that's a good question. All right. 2 times, Laddie, since yesterday. Oh, wow. So maybe there's more issues with the tube here. Good dawning, Hershey. Welcome. Grateful to see you here. And Bonnie Binsky as well. Good dawning, Tina. Much love. And grand rising, Mr. Floyd and everyone in chat. Blessings and positive wishes to all. Thank you. Grand rising, Josh, Bonnie, Tina, beautiful soul family. All right. Good dawning. There we go. Good dawning, Josh and family. Happy Friday. Oh yes, and it's great to get up in the dawning. Yeah. Speaking of dawning here, we'll wait till we have more people here. It's right now we're 5 and 5. We'll wait till there's more people here. We'll talk about Monday's good dawning here, and then where we go from Monday and Thursday next week. I have those football things. But yeah, so we will go over that today. And good dawning there, Elizabeth and Chloe. Chloe will, speaking of which, Chloe will be live with us tomorrow in the dawning, directly after the Truth Wave. So tomorrow in Good Dawning, or there's no Good Dawning, but tomorrow in the dawning will be a good dawning anyways. Every dawning's good, but we will be with Chloe to, she doesn't have anything new per se, but so many crystals and so much out there that we're doing a help. I don't want to put it on my website sale. So yeah, and we'll get an update on the website as well. And yeah, so tomorrow, in 2 hours ahead, but directly after Victor, we will, after Truth Wave Energy. If you're watching this in a rewind or the replay, that would be 8:30 my time. So 10:30 if you're on the East Coast. 10:30 a.m. when Victor's done, basically. When Truth Wave's done, we'll be sitting there waiting. We'll start. So come on over, basically. So yeah, it should be fun. We will help Chloe to offload some crystals here so she doesn't have to unload them into her website there, and to make life a little bit easier there as well. Join me outside. It's beautiful this morning. Birds are shining. All right, there we go. All right, so we're going to work with the Master Ascension, dropping cards, the Master Ascension Light Code deck. I've got the clear quartz. We're going to set intentions, there we go, for a good weekend, and kind of take it from there, guys. But grateful to see all of you here, and grateful to see you here, Millie, as well. And favor to each and every one of you. All right, so hopefully everybody's got intentions for a good weekend. All right, let's see what we get here. Fatima, good dawning. All right, so we're going to cut the cards here and see what we get for this week, or for this weekend, I should say, with Archangel Raphael and his Master Ascensions, a Light Code deck as channeled through Kelly Kolodny of the Archangel Raphael channel, and given to us by Krista, or at Blindly Inspired. And so let's see what's what with what here, and we're going to cut these up and see what we get for this weekend, that is. All right, card here, and 3 cards here. All right, let's see what we get here with the Monty shuffle here. Nice, Hershey. My youngest and I are laughing and watching you tell the guy how to drive out of being stuck in the mud. Oh, awesome. All right, guys. Victor, good dawning as well, and Truth Wave at 9 a.m., 8 a.m., or 9 a.m. my time, and 11 a.m. everybody else. All right, light language. All right, let's see what we got here for today, guys. Open to channeling. We've got this before. Light language there. Are we open to channeling? And to let your higher self come through. Light language, let what needs to come through shine itself in the light today. And All right, so let's see. From there, we've got light language to be open to channeling. That's pretty simple. Self-love. So know your worth. If you're channeling, then you're worth something. Everybody's got worth on this planet. A lot of us don't see it, and a lot of us exactly. So know your worth, please. And all right. Next card is Sekhmet, which is this is coming up. So here we go. This is more fitting, guys. The Lion's Gate, 8-8. It's coming up. The Lion Roar here with Sekhmet and the Syrian, the 12 Lyrians, I should say. Syrians would be dolphins, but 12 Lyrians, and there we go. And so yeah, where are you advocating or activating, I should say, cosmic gifts? So what are your cosmic gifts? What are coming? What's coming online? I have multiple gifts that are different things coming online. Clairvoyance. I'm seeing pictures of things show up in my third eye. I know like Millie's making smelling things that is going on. So lots of us are having different things that are happening in our clairs. My clair audience, our audience is also changing as well. So ocean is the last one here. So expanding your light body as well. So there's lots of expansion that's being given here, and this is all basically inside oneself here. So what we're looking for here, it's not showing anything on the outside, but these are all changes that you can make and can be happening to you on the inside. Being open to channeling. So what are you channeling? What are you open to? Who are you channeling? So being open to channeling and hearing that message from your higher self, then self-love within itself here, loving oneself, know your worth, the Lionsgate, which is coming up. So stepping into that Lionsgate, and we'll discuss more with Sekhmet, activating your cosmic gifts, whatever they may be. I grew up in Generation Place. We're looking out the window as a thing. So people watching is definitely a thing, Hershey. I love it. People watch all the time. And with my job, it's too easy, especially last night at the Slander concert. We can discuss the slanderous dressing. No, the Slander concert. I have no idea who Slander really is, but I didn't get to see the show. But all right, Ocean is the last one there. So Ocean, expanding your light body. But yeah, so all right, guys. So be open to hearing from your higher self here to within the next day or two. And who knows what cosmic gifts may be activated from that and expansion that may occur. So yeah, so be open to downloads, guys. If you're not, be ready, because I also have a feeling we're in that kind of space where downloads are going to be occurring for sure. As most of us, we're in that space where we're pretty much out of. I'm speaking at least for myself and largely for the group. I would imagine that we're all pretty much out of or climbing out of the darkness. And at this point, with the energy that's going on, it's been insane. I don't know them. 32 hours. Oh, Chloe, awesome. Chloe is fasting. Well, with me standing around in the parking lots, I'm not going to be fasting for the next, but there may be a fast. So Monday, guys, Monday and Tuesday. Monday will be a different show. I've got to go Sunday from Red Rocks all the way to the other side of the world and to a hotel. And so, but then the Monday, I'm working the practice sessions for the Denver Broncos. Not that I'm a football guy or anything. I don't even know who won the Super Bowl last year. But yeah, so from that end, I'm working the practice sessions for the Denver Broncos. So the sessions start at 6 a.m. So we're going to do a short show. I don't expect a lot of you to be there. Tuesday will be regular. Wednesday will be a regular show. Then Thursday, I have another session, another 12-hour work session, and then we're not good till next week. I have 2 in a row next week, which makes it easy. And that's it. But it makes it easy. They try to spread the shifts around, so you at least get some during the week there. But there's only a couple of weeks, 3 weeks of training camp anyways. So yeah, so from my end, then Monday's show is going to be wacky, guys. We'll be at 5. It's good. I'm still going to do a show. It's just going to be a short one. I'm not going to cancel it or anything. But I will do a half an hour show like at 5 a.m. Or something to that effect, so that then I can get to work. But assuming that I can do so. So we'll play it loose here, but keep yourself posted there. A lot of that. The post is up on my channel for all who want to participate in the scavenger hunt season 2. You can put your name in the chat and get on the list. Awesome. I will pin that from Hershey there. Bingo. All right, so I pinned that message, Hershey. There we go. So yeah, if you want to join Hershey's scavenger hunt, read below there and follow instructions accordingly. And it looks like an awesome time there. Thank you, and I'll put my name on the list as well. And all right. Chloe, congratulations. I made it 25 hours. My fast the other day. I was hoping to do 3 days. I'll do it again in a few. So yeah, maybe Tuesday and Wednesday for me. But then Thursday I'm back at the football. And they give you free breakfast, lunch, and dinner and stuff. It's like a whole buffet. So I'm not gonna turn it down if I'm working and it's part of the perks there, but I will most likely throw a fast in there myself, like at least on a Tuesday or Wednesday there. Next week when I'm not working at all, other than DoorDash and whatever I'm doing to propel my universe forward. But yeah, so Monday, guys, at this point, I'm guessing like a 5 o'clock show, 5 a.m. It'll just be real short, and then I can get to the football practice. I think I'm working in the parking lot, but either way, guys, we'll let it figure it out. But keep an eye on the. Well, it won't be a regular show Monday, so either way. But the Tuesday will, and Wednesday will for sure. And this is the only. Yeah, really, when you think about it, we've done this for a year and change now, and that's the only couple of interruptions that we've really had. Um, either speaks to my lack of in my universe, or the universe just keeping us protected, right? And keeping good Dunning trucking here on our end. But yeah, so happy Friday, guys. Hope you have intentions for the weekend. We're working through Tuesday or through Monday. So today and tomorrow is string cheese incident. And I've actually got a story on string cheese incident. That was a little Florida water there. So we'll clean that up. But yeah, so string cheese is, and I always remember I was hitchhiking, right? So I spent 2001 hitchhiking. I'm leaning up against the theater in Champaign Urbana, Illinois. And yeah, crazy stuff. I'm with my friend who I'm hitchhiking with, Jay, and then we met these two guys who were going to the Rainbow Gathering down in Carbondale, Illinois, and that's where we were going. It's in October, September, October. There's a Rainbow Gathering that meets down in Carbondale, right? Southern Illinois Regional Rainbow Gathering, and so we were going to go there. I don't even know if it still occurs, but it had been for like 20 years, and so we were going to go down there and hang out, right? We were hitchhiking, so and so I'm leaning against the building here, and we're hanging out at the string cheese show. And I put my finger up, right, and somebody actually hands me a ticket. Like, here you go, and it's general admission. So I look at my friends and I'm like, is this safe? First, I had to evaluate. All right, these two strange guys who have my stuff in their vehicle, my friend Jay, and then are they going to ditch me? And that's it. That was myself, right? Or anything else. When you're hitchhiking, you got to be careful leaving your stuff in somebody's vehicle. So I went into the show. I got reinsured, and that was fine. And we went into the show, and I'm sitting in this row, and I look down the row. I'm like, what? And I look down the row again, and it was a friend of mine that I had known. This was a year out. I had left Champaign, but I had lived there about a year and a half beforehand. And so I looked down, and it's the same friend that I had knew when I was living in Champaign. And so I was like, I'm not going to give any names or anything. Jeff, there we go. So hey, Jeff. And so I reach out, and we start talking, and it's so yeah. So not only did I get to go into the show for free, I got this. We got to stay at his house too, and yeah, he made a dank breakfast at that. So yeah, so you never know anything crazy. So yeah, so I'm working string cheese, and so at least in that aspect, there's a my heart and string cheese. I haven't seen him since 2001, and I won't get to see him, but I'll be in the parking lot. So yeah, it'll be fun. So yeah, so Monday then we have to drive. Sunday night we have to drive to Dove Valley, which is like 2 hours away from string cheese, and then be up. So I don't know. I may just cancel Monday itself. I'll see what I'm. Keep an eye out on the channel, guys. But then Tuesday, Wednesday would be normal, and then I could do Thursday from the hotel a little bit better here, but we'll take it loose and see where we go. But yeah, there may or may not be a show on Monday, but it'll be like 5 a.m. if there is. All right, so let's do the curve cards, guys. Then we're going to do some work. We've got the quartz crystal here. Chloe's amazing quartz crystal that I always like to show off before her shows, right? And of course, we're going to ground in this weekend to the crystal and see what we intend for the weekend. We're going to do an invocation for this weekend as well as a little bit of gratitude because it's always the attitude, right? To bring in this weekend and to clear out energies as well here, guys. All right, so let's work with the curve cards real quick. I'm not going to put in the that's an ace from the old one. I'm not going to put in the jokers. I'm just not feeling it. But here's the old ace that we used. All right, so let's use the curve cards here. We'll just do the 4 for now. REO is from Champagne. Yeah, well, REO Speedwagon. All right, you want Champagne and REO Speedwagon. So I have a friend named Bill, Bill Z, right? And so his son lived in Champagne, right? Taught music, teaches music. They live in Champagne now. And so Bill Z, his son, is married to, and of course, REO Speedwagon's no longer playing, but or no longer a functional band, I think. But he's married to the bassist, to the daughter of the bassist of REO Speedwagon. So my friend Bill Z and his son, yeah. So Bill he goes to every, and whenever they're around in Illinois, or whenever they're around in Cincinnati or in Illinois, he goes to see REO Speedwagon. Like if his son's near there. But otherwise, yeah. So his son married the bassist of REO Speedwagon, and so yeah. So that's kind of funny. The daughter of the bassist, I should say, from REO Speedwagon. Um, you probably know my DNA people. Oh, I see where we're going here, Tina. Maybe. All right, guys. So let's flip up these cards here. We're gonna do the curve cards here, and who knows, Tina? But yeah. But yeah, I think REO Speedwagon played its final show in Champaign like this summer, or just recently. All right, so let's flip this up. We're gonna see what we got here. We're gonna call colors, then we will call suits. You pick the color here, red or black. They're all aces, same as we've always done here. If you're watching the rewind or the replay, play along with us. The reason why we do this was given 2 shows ago, but it's because we live in the intuitive realm, and as much as you like to think you're seeing things, you're not. And as much as you like to think that, yeah, everything in this realm is felt, generally speaking, and so we're boosting our intuition. So here we go, guys. Is this red or black? You take the guess there, and is this red or black? What are you feeling? 1,000. We'll take a couple of a world. It's a small road after all. All right. So what color do we have here, guys? Is it red or black? All right. We have Millie with red, and we've got Tina with black, and we've got 818. Thank you. I do appreciate when you guys put the time in there. All right. So here we go. Black. All right. So it's the Ace of Spades. All right. Next card, guys. And I don't know. I'm just pulling them out of random here from the bottom. All right. What color do we have here, guys? That's gonna make it too easy. All right, so we've got a red from Tina, and 1,000, 1,000 red from Chloe. All right, guys, and a black from Millie. Interesting, you were inverting here. Millie's got it right. The black club, Ace of Clubs. All right, so if you just watched, this can get stupid easy real quick here. Okay, Ace. What's the color here, guys? Going against the grain to. There you go. So what color do we have? Here we go, guys. This should be pretty simple here because we already had 2 out. Ace of Hearts. And then last but not least, sometimes this is also an observational realm. Your observation of it is what you'll get, right? So, all right. So this last one here should be pretty done simple here. I'm not even going to give you guys much of a second here. Good dunning there, Mo. Welcome. And so, yeah. This one, obviously, we get 2 black, then we get 2 red when we're dealing with only 4 cards here. All right, so we're going to do this again, but we're going to do it by suits. And so what suit is it? So you have 1 of 4 chance to get that correct. And yes, welcome to our games of chance here. The prize is that when you step out your front door, you have more intuition. You know where you're going better. You know if you run into somebody that you meet somebody that you never met before and you're talking to somebody, are they a good or bad person? And your energy. There's no bad or good. That's your relative thinking. But for you and your energy, are these people good vibration for you or a bad vibration? There you go. I can't see Josh. My whole screen is chat. You got to pull it down then. If that happens, you got to reset it. Either way, your best bet's to go back out and come back in, and it'll set it. Otherwise, yeah, the drawer, the chat kind of went. But if you go off of that, you can pull it back down by like grabbing it like the window shade, they call them windows, or in Android, and pulling it down, and it should kind of reset back to the bottom and disappear, and then you can bring the chat back up. You may have to finagle it up a little bit, but now he's back. There we go. Sorry to freak out. All right, so what colors? We did the colors. What suits do we have here, guys? Yeah, if you back out, then that disappears. Then the chat becomes me. It overlays me instead. It looks a little weirder, but yeah, you can't really move the chat at all. That. All right, so yeah, YouTube's getting the favor YouTube. But let's be honest here. I'm just grateful. I'm in a lot of ways grateful it's still operating. We all thought that somewhere in the 2021s too said it might go kaplooey, right? And they'd always been, oh, you're going to get, again, we'll discuss a few things here. None of this ever happens, but we kind of thought that it might back in the day there. All right, so here we go, guys. What suit are we dealing with here? Is it the diamond, heart, clubs, or spade? Good Dunning, Purple Christine. Good Dunning. Harken back to the Rooted Willow reading days with Green Christine and Purple Christine in the chat at the same time. So we put the green heart and in the purple heart for Purple Christine. All right, so yeah, favor Rooted Willow there. All right, so here we go, guys. What suit is this? Is this a diamond, club, heart, or spade? We'll do 5 seconds here on the cards because intuition, when you're at the red light and you got to make a left or right, isn't going to stop. The light's going to change and you're going to have to go. So 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000. All right. Hearts. All right, next one, guys. I think it was Lakeside who got like 6 or 7 of them in a row right yesterday. All right, so we have the clubs, spades, or diamonds. 1 1,000, 2 1,000. All right, we got 2. Everybody's at the club. All right, so we're going to the club. All right, Millie's got spades. Diamonds, guys. It's the girl's best friend, right? All right, there we go. All right, next one is... All right, so we have the ace of what? All right, guys, I must slow down. My brain and intuition are having disagreements. Club. All right. Which you got it right. Trista got it right there with the club. And last but never least, this one should be a memory test. At this point, it's a matter of how much were you paying attention. All right, so the last card here, guys. What do we have? Spade. All right, spade, spade, and a dang it. No, this is not the dang it card, Christine. There's no dang it card, but unless you play 52 card pickup, then you could say dang it. All right, so we get the ace of spades. All right, guys. Ace spades. All right, so thank you all for playing. We will play again on probably Tuesday. We'll see about Monday there. But I keep an eye over the week. I'll let you know by tomorrow, guys, if we're going to do Monday or not. Most likely at this point, honestly, probably not. I don't even know the sitch over there. And to be up at 4, I'd be up at 4:30 if we're going to do a 5 o'clock show or 4:45. So we'll play it loose. But yeah, the early dawnings here when we saw what happened last week or earlier this week there. So thank you all for sticking through that when we go poof and disappear and then show up late. But you know what? That show got really good views. And thank you guys for sticking around and watching. But yeah, craziness, right? So how are we doing? What's going on in the chat here, guys? All right, spades. So yeah, if anybody didn't catch yesterday, Victor did a rando on his channel there. He did a rando live, which was weird but cool. In the afternoon, he did like a 2 o'clock-ish, my time. He did a truth wave, an afternoon truth wave session. I think it was around 2. Be kind to yourself, scrap it, and go and impromptu live. There we go, Mill. Yeah, I can do that, but I could do that on break most likely. It's a 6 to. That's not a bad idea actually. So let me just kind of ponder on it. Wow, since I'm going live tomorrow, we will have an answer, but that's not bad because yeah, I don't know the sitch. I'll be in a hotel. I don't know if they take us by bus over there, which I'm thinking they do, or we drive over there. Yeah, I'll get all the details the full details this weekend and see what's what. But most likely, yeah, Millie, that's not a bad idea. And just do a rando live in the hotel room or something. And then Tuesday, we just go back to Good Donnie. I'll post those up. But pop-up was as a replay when I needed it. There we go. Hey, Lottie. Or hey, today is Linda's. That's right. Today, thank you. And I even wrote it down, but I just totally spaced it. Today is Butterfly Linda. It is her birthday today. So if we see Linda in the chat, guys, and even if we don't, Linda, if you're watching just in the rewind, and favor if you do, are in the replay there, favor for one, and favor, happy birthday. So yeah, if you do see Butterfly Linda out in the universe today, guys, she is a day older. Yeah, there it is. I wrote it right here. Linda Butterfly birthday. I was on the wrong side of the page. But yeah, so and I know Hershey is live today, live at 5 today as well with their messages at 5 o'clock. I think it's 5. Is that correct? And then on the bottom of the page, if you're just joining us, is her information on her scavenger hunt. If you want to join the Hershey scavenger hunt, and again tomorrow, yes, Linda. If we haven't seen her in the chat, but so yeah, tomorrow, if you are awake at the same time here, or after Truth Wave, we'll have Chloe on, and there we go. All right, so keep your eyes open though, Linda. Actually, let's see here. No, she'll go live Saturday at 8, but she may do a rando, so you never know. But you can always put happy birthday into her short that she does from the pool on the daily as well. So if you don't see Linda live today, guys, in somebody's something, then go over to her channel and Butterfly Linda readings there and jump into one of her latest short and wish her a happy birthday there as well. Has anybody heard from Care Bear? We saw Care Bear yesterday. She was in Truth Wave. And then she said she would be back in a few days. She's just kind of hanging, kind of pushing through it there. But Care Bear was in chat last night, and yeah, she said she's just pushing through what she needs to deal with her universe shifting with her D specifically, and she'll be back though. She hasn't gone anywhere per se. But yeah, but she was in the chat and in Truthwave last night. So yeah, she is good. But so yeah, so as we do here, we keep up with the family, and we're all family here, guys. So yeah, Saturday also is lucky, of course. To remember always to go to Lucky when Saturday as well. So yeah, Saturday at 8 o'clock Eastern time. At 6 o'clock my time would be Lucky Stone. Check him out as well, guys, for sure. And his latest short, of course, too. Good morning, Clint. Clint yesterday went live as well. Did a Arando. He's got 3,000 watch hours, if that's correct. He's halfway there to being or close to being able to monetize there. So he went live with his watch hours yesterday, and then Jimena went live yesterday as well. Congratulations again, Jimena, for 2,000 subscribers. Wow! So she's at 2K there, and she did a little show around that yesterday with her 2K there. But yeah, so everybody's moving on up here, and hopefully to a deluxe apartment in the east side there. But favor, guys. All right, so let's see what we've got here. What should we do? Let's do a channeling. We haven't done a channeling in quite a moment here, actually all week. And since it's originally started as a channeling show here in channel Saint Germain, Archangel Raphael, Goddess Isis, Kuan Yin, Sekhmet, White Buffalo, Calf Woman, Archangel Michael, and more. And really, anybody who's channeling, not always anybody, but a lot of it's just their higher selves. A lot of people, there are channels who are co-opted as well. So keep that in mind that a channeler that you might watch may not be whom you think you are or whom they think they are. Not all channels are created equal, and some channelers may be, we don't know because we're not in their body, but maybe actually co-opted when they are channeling, and even, yeah, so keep all of that in mind. But my kids walked in just as Witchy Trista was stating. I had to jump up. Happy birthday. All right. Let's see what we've got here. All right. So let's do a channeling, guys. And good dawning, Jimena. So Jimena yesterday had like we said, 200 or 2,000, not 200, 2,000th subscriber show, and she's grown faster than a homeless cat in a cat food factory. So yeah, so favor to Jimena there. And if you didn't get a chance to check out her show yesterday regarding 2K, do give her a view there and say hello. All right, guys. So I'm gonna do a channeling. I'm not sure who I'm going to channel. All right, it's a freeform Friday, right? And since it's my higher self, I don't have any specifics here. Whom shall I channel, guys? And is there any specifics here? To all you, part of my 3K show, I crossed there, was on the live, was nice to share with everyone. Yeah, it was amazing. And then Victor went live, right? Like it was weird because we were watching, and then Victor's come. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. And so that was not expected at all, which was great. Saint Germain. All right. So Victor wants Saint Germain. We can do that. So we got a Saint Germain channeling from Victor. All right. So let's see what we've got. I already have an idea here. So good dawning. We are grateful that you are here. We are Saint Germain. No Archangel Raphael. He is his own energy, right? We are Saint Germain. We're channeling far you, to you, through Josh, far you today, right? So we are grateful. And Saint Germain is through you as well. We are going to do some work today. Thank you, Victor from Truth Wave. You are giving the truth with the wave of energy that you are placing into the field, right? And you are gathering energy together, right? And placing a large amount into the field. When you do your waves of energy twice a day, right? 3 times, 4 times, like you will be doing, right? So grateful. We are grateful. And if you are here, right, watching in the rewind or the replay, please subscribe, like, and hit the button as well for when Josh goes live. We are grateful for each and every one of you here. And Saint Germain is grateful to be speaking with you this dawning, right? So we are grateful. We are going to be discussing energy, of course, right? And Victor is wanting to channel through Saint Germain. And we have been talking about energetic pins, right? And you have been placing pins of energy. We have been talking about this in the past 2 shows, right? Where you are, 3 shows, really. You are energy, right? And you are in a timeline, right? And when trauma attacks you, right? When you have something that happens for you, a trauma event, right? You are going to drop a pin into your energetic timeline, right? Where you are now frozen, where part of your growth will stop, where you will start to create trauma reactions, things to protect you from the trauma, right? And so what we are talking about here is clearing that, right? You are not living in that trauma anymore, right? You are no longer your dramas anymore as well. So when you are sitting there and looking at your timeline, right, and you are in your present, how much of the pins, right, the traumatic events that you have marked in your frame, that have been marked in your body, in your frame, in your energetic body, that you are now still carrying around, right? So if you are robbed when you are 10, right? Just as an example, Josh was not. But we are saying if you are robbed when you are 10 years old, you are going to be, part of you will be stuck at 10 years old. That's why we are talking about dropping like a pin on a map, right? So you are dropping it in your timeline. You are dropping that energetic pin where you are seeing that something had happened and you are stuck. Part of you freezes your growth at age 10, if you are robbed at age 10, for example, right? So you are now going to have what? You are going to develop things if you are robbed at age 10. We're using this as an example so you can see how your universe might work, right? We cannot speak for each and every one of your examples and what might have happened to you. We have to create a grander example so you can see. So in this case, our 10-year-old who was robbed, right? She was robbed on the street and no backpack and all that gone, right? So in that aspect, right? So there's going to be trauma. And at 10, they're going to not process it very well, right? So they're going to have a pin stuck in their 10-year-old frame. Now they are 30, 40 years old. They are still partly 10 years old if you are an understanding of how the universe works and how trauma works in your body and how things attach, right? So if you are having situations at 10 years old and you are now 30 years old and you have not cleared that, right? You have not gone to the therapist, you have not sat down and discussed it with yourself or another adult or whatever, and actually worked through the issue, you are going to be stuck, right? There's going to be part of you that is 10 years old, right? You are going to have part of you that is in that trauma space of being robbed at 10 years old. So you may walk down the street, right? And somebody comes down the other side of the street. You're going to clutch your purse. You might have a backpack. You might spin it forward and wear it on your front. You might grab it from the handle and hold it, which is probably not your best bet. But nonetheless, you might even go in opposite direction. You might go up over a hill just to get out of the way, right? Because you are now in trauma. You are not knowing if this person is going to violate your energetic space, right? If they're going to take your backpack. When you were 10 and your backpack was stolen in your purse and all of that, you had no choice and you are still carrying that in your frame. So now every human being that comes your way, especially in a dark lit situation when you're walking alone, is going to bring up that fear that you might be energetic, the energetic fear that you might be robbed, right? The fear that somebody, John, good Dunning, somebody might step into your universe, right? Into your frame now and do the same thing. It's happened once before. So now your body is programming itself to protect itself from it, to live in fear of that happening again. So it does not happen again, right? You are going to do protective things like walk away from people, run, go other directions, not walk alone at night. And you may even go further to not talk to other people outside of your house, right? You may go so further as to not even leave your house at some point, right? So it all depends on your reaction to that, but you're going to have a reaction. And if you do not clear the trauma and see it as a one-off deal, then you may carry that with you, and it may have effects like domino effects down your universal timeline, right? Down the timeline of your life. That is what we are getting at. That's what we have been discussing over the past week on Good Dawning, is how the traumas have affected you, right? And how you have been stunted in your growth if you had a trauma when you were a younger individual. So if you had trauma when you were age 5 or 10 and you had that robbery, then when you are 30 years old, if you have not gone back and cleared the trauma, realizing that this was one person, it was what they're choosing, it was not, you were not directed out per se, it was not your fault, and all of this, right? You are still a good person. When that happens to you, right, for you, right, are you able to see that, walk through that trauma, or are you carrying that energetic pin, right, like stuck in your timeline for the rest of your universe? So if you do not clear that, then you are now at 30 years old, right, and you do not realize, why is it that I don't want to go out at night, right, or I don't want to go into big crowds, or I don't like to take walks at night? Why is it that I don't do this, that, or the other, right? And if you can see, and a lot of us cannot see why things that we do are attached to traumas that we had back in the earlier part of our timeline. Even there is no timeline, all time happens at poof. But because on Earth, it has to stretch out, right? So from your end, when you are seeing that and feeling, oh, whoa, wait a minute, what is going on here? Are you able then to work through that? That's the question. And can you see into that? Take a moment, each and every one of you, to see some of the reactions that you have in your universe, some of the things that you might do that might be considered a trauma reaction, something to soothe yourself, soothe it out, soothe your universe, right? What are you doing in your frame? Then what is causing that? Can you look back? A lot of you as well will have hidden trauma, right? For Josh, he did not know that at 2.5, something had occurred to him in his universe, right? He had always thought something might have, right? And so he's walking around half healed. A lot of you as well, and I'm not saying specifically you here watching, but a lot of you out in the greater source field have hidden trauma, things that have occurred, right? Maybe you were partially abandoned. Maybe your parents left you at the store and you don't remember, and it put this frame into you, right? That now you are fearful of going out in public, but you found your parents, right? But you are still fearful about going out in public. What has shaped the who that you are now from your past that you might not know? These are things to look at, right? These are things to think about. When you are acting out of trauma and you realize this is not normal, but you do these things, the question is, can you see into the larger picture of why you are doing these things, right? Can you see into the trauma that has created the soothing aspect? Maybe you watch a television show, you have a stressful day, so you watch the same episode of a television show because it is soothing, because you know what will happen and you can relate to the characters. There's lots of things that we do in our universes to soothe us from our traumas. So the question that you have to ask yourself is, are you living a universe that is soothing you in your traumas, that is helping you to clear your trauma drama, or at least to help you to stand in frame through your trauma drama? And what is that trauma drama? And can you find it in your universe? It's a question only you can answer for yourself. A lot of us have a lot of that hidden trauma. So it's your job in your universe to look out for those reactions, to see what is going on. Most of us know when we are doing something, this is related to a trauma, or this is not normal, or this is a soothing aspect, or why am I acting in this way? Why am I rejecting what I really want, right? A lot of us do that because we aren't worthy. And that all goes back to trauma as well. Programming, right? How are you programmed? And as well, you can be, trauma would drop a pin, but programming, you do not know, right? You are programmed by your parents to maybe hate a certain sector of humanity, right? Whether it's a religious or a colored person or whatever it is, a specific race, whatever it is, maybe you are programmed by your parents. To you, you might think that is normal because you have been programmed that way. But if you are, of course, looking into the greater source field, you will see that being programmed that way is not normal. But can you see through that? That is the question we are asking you. Can you look into your programming? Look into what was given to you by your family, by your friends, by your peers, right? By your teachers, by everybody who is programming your universe, right? Between the traumas which program you unconsciously, right? You you program yourself at that point to protect yourself from ever having those traumas again, right? So for Josh, he just pushed everybody out. We'll not have any trauma anymore. There's nobody in his universe, right? So we are correcting that now because he's not in the trauma of that anymore. But where are you in the traumas in your universe? That is the question for you. When you are standing in your frame, or are you standing in your frame, can you see where you might have been programmed? Can you look back and go, wait a minute, my bias here might be a programming, or my anger here towards your behavior. And if you have anger towards somebody's behavior, and it's not anything that you're not the mom or something, right? But if you are just looking at somebody and getting angry for the way they are acting and living their universe, then what is in your programming that is looking at that? There's lots of things to see here. The big question is, you are a blank slate when you are born, but once things happen for you and to you, right? Whether you are robbed at age 10 or whatever it is, right? These are things that are going to affect your current universe. Are you affected by those things in your current universe now or not, is the question you have to answer for yourself. Only you can look back into your timeline, like only you can prevent a forest fire individually, right? But you have to look back into your individual timeline to see where your programming is, where you might be living in fear and what might have occurred far and to you. So what is it in your universe? Maybe you had a vindictive parent, right, who is yelling at you all the time that you are not perfect, right, that you have to get grade A, right? You cannot get a grade B, right? And so you are getting yelled at for getting a B plus, even though B plus is a good grade, right? But you are not getting an A. And so in your universe, then, are you afraid that you are not going to be perfect, right? That you are going to fail in your frame, right? So if your parents told you that you did not get an A and we are expecting an A and you are not being perfect, then in your universe, the perfectionism, right? Are you going to give up, or are you going to try to be the perfect person? There's two ways you can go, right? You can give up, say, I'm never going to be perfect, so I give up on what I am doing, and so it is not going to work out anyway, so I just give up. Or you can stand in your frame, right, and say, I am going to do my best, right, and step past that. It's all up to you. You are the ones that are creating all of this. You are the creator of all of this, and you are the one that this is all happening for. So if there is something in your frame, something that is occurring for you in your frame, right, and occurring to you, maybe it's a lesson that you need to learn. Maybe there are things that go through and within that you need to learn as well. Good dawning, Val, from Illumination Portal. We are grateful. You are talking to Saint Germain, and we are grateful that you are here. We are talking and discussing how in your universe events occur and things occur that shape your timeline, that then shape you in your frame or take you out of your frame. So we are asking if you are able to see those things within your timeline, because once you can see the incidents that occur in your timeline, you can see where you might have diverged, right? From yourself, right? From your timeline, where your self might not be who you really are, right? If you had trauma, like for Josh at age 2, he's not been himself per se his entire universe, right? So if you have a trauma as a baby and you carry that, then hold that in your frame and you turn around and push people away, right? And start living from that, then you have never really lived in your frame. You are living in the frame of the 2-year-old who's pushing everything out of their universe, who's throwing tantrums and is not worthy, pushing situations away where they are not worthy, which is what Josh was doing, until he realized he was sitting in a 2-year-old frame, right? Not totally, because you are still, there's part of you that is 2, and then as the trauma occurs, it's like all the way out to your present, right? So there's part of you that is standing in that 2-year-old frame. Just again, if you are the 10-year-old, right, and you are backpack is robbed on your way to school, part of you is going to be standing at 10 with the terrified feeling of the backpack being stolen for the rest of their universe. Whether they clear it or not, it'll be part of their frame. Whether it's terrifying or not is the question, right? So how do they shape, and how do you shape your universe after these events occur? That's the question you have to answer for yourself, that Saint Germain cannot answer. So look into your universe. We're going to wrap this up, but look into your universe. Saint Germain is asking, look for the events that occurred in your universe and where you might still be standing in that frame. Did you get bullied by a friend in high school or in elementary school or something? Just as another example, right? And maybe so you are bullied, right? And so in that aspect, then, as part of you still standing there being bullied today, right? Allowing people to bully you in your universe, thinking that is okay. Or did you turn around and push everyone out of your universe as well? These are things you want to look at as you are recovering and clearing the energies. There's no real ascension. What you are doing is breaking free of all the traumas that you had to realize that you are already vibrating this high. You are just dampered down, right? We are all living in a damper zone, right? In a dampering field, right? Between the RF and the cell phone and all of that stuff, right? The internet and all the Wi-Fi and everything else. But you are also living in a dampening field from all the traumas and stuff that happened to you that have dampened your vibration, dampened your worthiness within yourself, and dampened your light. Are you seeing? So what we are asking you to do is look back into your time frame over the weekend, and of course ground into having an amazing weekend, right? But if you get a chance, look back into your timeline, right? And see where you still might be standing in your past, standing in the traumas that occurred for you and to you, right? So that you could see that you are source, right? But standing in that energy, see where you might have still fears or whatnot that are related to traumas and attacks and things that may have happened for you, right? So look into that for yourself and then realize where you stand today. Once you learn that you are all source, right? These traumas are only attached to your body. The you inside of you feels no trauma, holds no trauma, and is no trauma drama. Your body is the one that is holding the trauma. So if you can recognize that as well, that would be big helpful to you as well. But from your universe, look back into your frame, look into your timeline and see where part of you may still be standing in that timeline when the drama occurred and the trauma pin was placed in your time frame. See those pins, look for them in your universe. When you are wondering, am I acting in a normal manner? You might not be. When you are standing there and people are looking at you, it may be a trauma reaction. That is okay as long as you can realize where the trauma is, then you can clear the reaction. That is the point. All right, guys, we are grateful. Saint Germain is grateful for each and every one of you. Releasing transmission. All right. When I'm doing that, he wants me to seal off the energies, but my higher self. But yes, ma'am, I showed it in a reading about 40 minutes. Needed more knowledge. Thank you very much, Amanda. Good dunning. Good dunning. Play, love, remember. Good dunning. Thank you, Victor. So yeah, when you're out in your universe, if there's something you don't like to do, something you don't want to do, you don't like to be in crowds, what have you, look back into your timeline. Guarantee there's some sort of trauma, some sort of programming otherwise that may have been placed into your frame that would need to be cleared. A lot of us carry trauma that we don't know we have, or a lot of us haven't completely cleared trauma. And some of the easiest ways to tell is to see how we react to the larger source field, how we react in our universe, and what we do. If somebody says something, do we get offended, or do we just laugh and let it roll off? If you get offended, that may be a trauma reaction. If you want to reach into somebody's conversation and start standing, I got the maybe a trauma reaction, right? So keep that in mind, guys, that a lot of us that we think that we are is programmed based on things that happen to us in ways we chose to protect ourselves from those things to begin with. So while we think that we may have cleared this, that, or the other, are we still living in those traumatic reactions as well? Are we still living in the frame in the energies of that trauma each and every time are we reliving it? So yeah, so none of us here are a single individual anyways. We're all living in duality in some fashion because we all have things, programming, if nothing else, that we picked up when we were kids that we're living in now, even though there's two of us, the present source self and then the one who's programmed as a child. So if you can see where that programmed child steps up and starts to play its games in your universe, then you can... you are right. Talk to your inner child. Do you do that? You say hello and bring it from there. But yeah, we'll go into more of this next week. But yeah, it's really catching yourself as which self are you? Be careful, because once you get into your trauma self, I've missed Saint Germain. I saw white at my dentist appointment. All I saw while at the dentist appointment yesterday, my eyes closed, was purple and green. Oh, that's awesome. And of course, hopefully you had some gratitude there, being the 60-something, 70s, being in the top 40% that gets, and the dentists are like the least on this planet. And so 40-something percent get regular dental care. Something I don't know the exact figure. But yeah, it's generally 50% have and 50% don't, just like we're in a 50% dark and a 50% light zone, right? So positive and negative. That's why we're dark and light. Everything contains its yin yang. or it's opposite. But yeah, so let's do some fast gratitude for this weekend. What are we looking to? You are. I'll be channeling, and don't worry. What I've learned is that in a lot of ways, if I want, and I mean, I'm a channeler, so I'm going to present myself as that. Whether otherwise, if I'm looking to elevate all of this, right? We do it off the channeling to be in a lot of ways. And so I'm not disregarding it. I just want people and anybody out there who understands what channeling is, unless they're truly like co-opted individuals who are giving away their energetics to somebody else when they're channeling. And there's lots of people who might be when they channel and they get overtaken by another energy, right? They're there, but they're not. No, I'm fully. I could like stop at channeling and just be like, "Hi, how are you?" if I needed to. So I'm fully there. But you much more than that. No, thank you. I appreciate that, Millie. But no, when you're putting, I don't know. I don't want to put anything. I'm gonna say anything that it's been and it's amazing because if you guys really knew me before I did good dawning and stuff, I would say stuff like all the time, karmic and blow things up, and it's amazing. I haven't said anything yet to destroy the channel. So grateful and yeah. So exactly. All right, guys. So let's do some fast gratitude for this weekend. What are you looking to achieve this weekend? What are you looking to be grateful for? You can do gratitude for things that aren't in your present. I dropped some cards. You can do gratitude for things. Let's see what we picked up here. Kali, so bring back courage. And just curious, they fell on the ground. Resurrection, to be born again. So Kali wants to help you to be born again. And so there we go. That'll work. So from your end, then let's get born again for this weekend here. What are you looking to ground into? What kind of energies do you want? What do you want to see in your weekend? You can be grateful for things that haven't occurred yet as well. So keep that in mind. And you can even be grateful for an amazing weekend, even if you don't think you have one planned. So take one quick moment here, guys, and we'll work with the wrist buster here. It's like 4-pound piece of quartz, which is amazing. Again, Chloe's crystals. So yeah, and she'll be live with us tomorrow, just after Victor. So, all right, butterfly readings with Linda. There we go. We see. Happy birthday, Linda. We love you. Happy birthday, Linda. Happy birthday to Butterfly Readings with Linda. And we love you, Linda, and you are awesome. Happy birthday to you and many more. We're not going to see on Channel 4 with Frankenstein on Channel 9. But yeah, I remember that back in the day. But seriously, happy birthday, Linda. I am blessed. It's grateful to see you would want to spend any moment of your birthday here on Good Dawning. Thank you. It makes my day. And so check out, keep an eye on, I don't know if she's going to go live for her birthday or not, but Linda might do a rando live. If not, otherwise she'll be live tomorrow night at 8 p.m. So check her out, but you never know. But thank you for sharing your birthday with us and the family here. We were grateful, Linda. And yeah, I was just commenting the other day how I missed to Rooted Willow there. I missed you guys together. It's great to see you solo there for sure, and it's amazing. But the banter you and Rooted Willow had were yeah, some of those shows were just pure laughter, and it was yeah, I kind of missed that. Grateful for seeing the signs from the universe, lazy dawnings, all my girls home safe, family surrounding me everywhere. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So what are you grateful for, guys? Take a moment and throw it in the chat or write it down. I'm going to write down what I'm grateful for real quick. And all right. So for myself, gotta go. Okay, Jimena, congratulations again. We'll see you sometime next time you go live, which will probably be today at noon. She goes live. Don't forget, guys. Jimena is live today, Monday through Friday, every day, generally at noon ish, or noon or 2. It depends. So double check. I think it might actually be 2 p.m. But either way, guys, check it out. Keep your bells on for Jimena there, and there we go. But she is live today as well, or will be. All right there. Thank you, Josh. I'm scheduling in a moment, so hope to see you there. Okay, cool. So we will Jimena there. We'll see her live. So check out her channel. And so from my end, I am grateful for love, all of you. Direction, meaning direction in my universe. It's moving somewhere in a direction, as it didn't for many years. Healing and new in my universe too. Whatever new is going to be. I don't know. There's no new. We're open for new. There we go. So what are you guys grateful for? Got to get, all right. So we are, my apologies. I was taking my son before he left for work. Awesome. Awesome. All right. So, Linda. All right. So, yeah. So, what do you guys go? I'm grateful for every moment of my existence. There we go, Val. Being alive with my hands, my feet, my kids, and my grandkids. Awesome, Hershey. And so, wherever you guys are grateful for, feel free to grateful for seeing. Yep, signs dawning. All my girls, home safe. All right, so throw it in the chat there, guys. Elizabeth, grateful for love, trust, friendship. My daughter at college orientation today. Oh, congratulations on that. Congratulations. I'm grateful for my breath. That's a good one, actually. All right, guys, let's do the. We're going to jump over to the amethyst or to the crystal here, and then we will close out with a big Josh hug. And while we're doing so, what we're going to do with the crystal is set intentions for the weekend today. So whatever you got, whatever's going on in your universe, we're going to set intentions. Uh, New next and possibilities. Jay Hogenkamp, good dawning. Welcome. Nice to. I've seen you before. Welcome. All right. And the reason why we do gratitude along with intuition is it's those two things that'll take you really far on this on this plane, right? On the 3D plane. If you're grounded into intuition, then you know where you're going. You know, you can follow your gut and generally get through and have a really good day. And if you, exactly, you guys get this. All right, guys. Let's work on the quartz here. All right, so from your end and mine, what are you looking to achieve this weekend? What are you looking to ground into? What kind of weekend do you want? If you want a crappy weekend, you can certainly do so, but most people don't. So, what awesomeness are you looking to? I got cowlick in my hair. Are you looking to create for yourselves this weekend? So, ground that into the quartz here, and as we work with the energies here, and energetics, of course, works through the internet just like anywhere else, and actually, in a lot better in some cases because there's no two people clashing energies. It's just the energy moving forward. So yeah, so from your end, take a moment and see what you want. We're going to do a couple of deep breaths here, and then we will jump into Chloe's quartz here. And this is an example of the quartz you can get from Chloe at Chloe's Crystals, and that'll be for sale tomorrow in the Dawning After Truth Wave. So if you've not seen this guy before, this thing weighs about 4 pounds, and the rainbow in it, and it's stunning. Pardon me. All right, so let's take a deep breath in. We're going to do some breath work real quick, 3 breaths, and then we will jump into working with the stunning here and go from there. All right, so take a breath in, 4 seconds. Any breath that, if you're cycling your breath, if you're trying to keep track of your breath, if you're just trying to be present in your car, for example, just count 4, hold 4, release 4. Hold for 4. Call it box breathing, but I like to call it cycling your breath. It seems better for me. And then breathe again. Breathe in. Hold it. Most of you guys know this anyways. Release. And then one more. Breathe in. And release. All right. So we're going to work with the quartz here. What are you looking for this weekend? What do you want to ground into? What do you want to see? And maybe what do you want to clear? You can clear from the clear quartz too. Set your intentions, and we will work with the quartz here. So, pointy quartz at that. All right, here we go, guys. With your permission, of course, never take energetics without it. So if you want, your permission is being here. Of course, you can close the phone if you want or shut your computer. But otherwise, I appreciate you being here. Here we go. All right. And I am slowly reaching out for help on the channel here. I already asked one, and he said he'd be happy to help. And there's more I want to reach out as well on how to do a couple of things, YouTube-y stuff. I'm not as techie. I'm techie enough, but not techie enough to know what I'm doing as far as like adding music to this. And other than bringing, so figuring out how to do that without getting YouTube to slap it down, of course. And I'm looking to add a front and back intro to the show at some point here. So if you want to help, you can email me at Mr. Floyd Channelings with an S at gmail.com to add music, and of course to also add a intro, right? Front and back intro to the show. But so anything you see me pull out are blocks to what you're trying to do for this weekend. Whatever you've grounded into, I'm removing blocks for the group. All right. Yeah, 9:45 twice a day. We're not sure what else Victor's adding. He said he was going to add one into dawning as well, but we're not sure. But yeah, he did do a rando live yesterday, so keep his bell and whistle on as well. And mine too. Over the weekend, they may do a rando, but we do have Saturday dawning. But Sunday, I may go live. Maybe when I get to the hotel, which is supposed to be a Hilton, from what I'm understanding. Not like a Hilton Garden Inn or something. All right, guys. What are you looking to create to achieve for this weekend? Throw it into the crystal, see it, visualize it, then see yourself Sunday night before you go to bed. Sunday night, going over your weekend and whatever you're looking to accomplish over this weekend, see yourself having done so. Just throw it into. See yourself going to sleep, going, "I did it. I accomplished what I was looking for." It goes a long way. If you see the end results, feel it, and then kind of walk through it. I'm live tonight on Switch. All right, so Elizabeth is going to be. What time are you live tonight, Elizabeth? I'm live tonight, and I pinned that for us. So Elizabeth's going to be live tonight. If you click on the link, it may actually give you the time, but 9 o'clock Eastern time. Oh, okay, perfect. That would be 7 o'clock my time. So before Truth Wave, then. So yeah, so get that, guys. 7 o'clock in between Truth Wave and actually in before Lucky Stone. He goes live at 8. So that's really a good time to be live. It's actually after Lucky on the East Coast because he goes live at 8. So yeah, no, 9 o'clock would be. I get all time being out here in the mountain time. We're the forgotten time zone. It gets a little goofy sometimes. So that'd be 7 o'clock. So Victor would be 45 minutes from then, or an hour. Perfect. So yeah, so everybody check out that, jot that down, and of course tag it, and you'll see Elizabeth there tonight. You may not see me there at 7 o'clock, depending on work and where I'm at. The string cheese incident. All right, let's seal this off, guys. Val, thanks for coming. And again, Linda, happy, joyful birthday to Linda at Butterfly Readings. We are grateful to be sealed. We're grateful to have you here and be part of the family. And we love you, Linda. So yeah, if you see Linda throughout the day, remember that it is her birthday. If you didn't get a chance to, you can always go to her channel and say hi, happy birthday as well on her latest video. Or live. I should go live yesterday. So yeah. So guys, another week is over here. I'll let you know about Monday. I like Millie's idea, not beating myself to shreds at 4 a.m. But yeah, for the money though, when I can walk out with a quarter of my rent in one physical shift, I'm not really going to argue. So that's why we took the shifts. It's not because I'm interested in the football or the NFL or yeah, it's an experience. I'm not going to argue. The experience will be on October 11th when I'm on the floor. Get this, and I don't know if I announced it on the show. I put it in a chat once, but yeah, so I'm working October 11th on the floor up front, floor A. That's the front section of the floor for Paul McCartney. So I will be the floor guy for Paul, the closest floor guy to Paul McCartney for Paul McCartney on October 11th. I don't know how I got that. I'm grateful, but yes, that'll be fun. All right, so check out Elizabeth tonight. That's no but good. But good dawning. Yeah, exactly. Go to work is a no-brainer, especially yeah, all those 4 shifts there. It's like my month of rent is pretty much covered. So yeah, I'm excited to get down and be part of of yeah, it's going to be amazing. All right, guys, that's probably his last tour too. So yeah. All right, guys, let's close this out. I appreciate each and every one of you being here. If you're new with us, again, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. If you're interested, I do one-on-one sessions. I'm a Hayoka style empath. Yeah. And what's that mean for you? It means I can see patterns into universes. I can see threads into people's lives. I see things that are unseen. And of course, when I channel those things as well through my higher self, I see things that I don't even see. So if you're looking for a one-on-one session to see things that you don't see in your universe and to get some guidance, send me an email, Mr. Floyd Channelings with an S at gmail.com, and we can discuss a one-on-one session with you. And yeah. I am not a therapist, and of course, I have to state these disclaimers here. I'm not a therapist. We are not performing therapy. I'm not licensed. And of course, if you do need additional help, and if you feel deeper than like suicidal or anything, definitely do consult a therapist or your local suicide hotline and such. But otherwise, you have to put these disclaimers out with YouTube these days. But otherwise, yeah, if you need a one-on-one, I'd be happy to help you to see a broader side of your universe there and step into, along with my guides, Saint Germain and all, to step in and help you see that as well. All right, so let's close this out with a group hug, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. It's amazing. It blows my mind. All right, so left arm up to the person to your left, whomever that is in the group here. Right arm up to the person to your right in the group. As we do so, we send our love out of our left hand clockwise, and it spins around through my heart chakra and each and every one of our heart chakras. Our love does. Spins around, comes back through your right hand, and spins back around again. And as we create this circle of love, this one giant heart chakra from each of our hearts, as we spin it up, we connect our hearts and our love to the greater source field. Like a reverse tornado, we lock our love into the greater source field, and we see each and every one of us in the greater source field in love, peace, and favor, and we see each and every one out in the greater source field as well in love, peace, and favor, and we see each and every one of us and those out in the greater source field with four walls. There's no reason why anybody on this planet should be living in a hut, a tent, a teepee, or otherwise, unless by choice, and that is absolutely their choice. Otherwise, we have enough space on this planet to get everybody out of the bridges that they're sleeping under, the tents on the sidewalk, and the cardboard boxes. Everybody on this planet, we have enough resources, money, and otherwise to give everybody on this planet a standard 2-bedroom house in America. That's with that's 2,000 square feet and an acre of land. So we do not have a population problem. We have a population density problem, but we will not go there. We see each and every one of us in those homes with fresh fruits and vegetables and fresh water. There is no reason why anybody on this planet should be hungry or thirsty. We have enough food to go around, but 50% of it doesn't make it to the table, to anybody's table. It rots in the field. Apathy. It rots in the field. It doesn't make it to the barge. It dies before it gets to the grocery store. The grocery store doesn't put it out, and it expires. Whatever it is, 50% of everything grown on this planet generally doesn't make it to the tables. Why? Apathy. We need to change that, because there's no reason why anybody on this planet should be starving. As well, there's no reason why anybody should be thirsty either, when there's 6 different devices currently that I've seen online that can put a box on the table and can pull water out of thin air. As long as there's at least 10% humidity, you can get water out of thin air. And so there's no reason why anybody should be dragging water down to, or going down to the well, or well maybe, but going down to the river and pulling water out of the river or out of a lake or out of a stream, hauling it back to their house or their hut or their whatever it is, thatched roofed shack, and then boiling it and then trying to wait to drink it. None of that should or does need to occur anymore on this planet. We see each and every one of us as well with love and purpose. Everybody has a right to purpose on this planet. If you are born with a purpose already. It is the programming that has taken you out of your purpose. So we wish and see everybody find and step into their purpose, as well as love. Everybody on this planet generally, we would hope, is conceived with love and not in anger, right? And we see each and every one of us on this planet in love and in peace, and we see everybody with love. There's no reason why anybody on this planet should be alone, not getting hugs or anything else in this field, right? If you are on this planet, you are of love to begin with, and love deserves to find you as well. And you deserve to find the love that you are with inside yourself. We see the governments of the world apologizing for grifting, grafting, lying, stealing, and manipulating their citizens and their militaries. And we see the militaries of the world realizing that and putting their weapons down and apologizing to those they otherwise would have de-alived without even physically speaking with them. We see the governments of the world who have grifted, grafted, lied, stole from each and every one of us. We see them having a Jello wrestling contest, and whoever is the best Jello wrestler they can yeah, exactly, they can swing the jello around and say that they can rule the world there, but really you rule your own universe. And we see each and every one of us in our highest loving and living light. We see Suzette out there in her highest loving light with her car repaired, her mom in a better situation, and of course her refrigerator plugged in and her heater on and AC on in the dawning, right? We see Rick, who I did actually get a comment on from one of my posts or one of my shorts, who is doing well. He's just not getting up so early, and who can blame him? And he is healthy, wealthy, and doing well. And we see him not having to go to the doctor. We see Karen 500 Zuki not going to her doctor weekly up in Estes as well. We see Yolanda healed from her fall. We see Amanda's dad, Amanda Haven's dad, healed and healthy. We see Neil's dad as well, totally healed and healthy. We see everybody out there in the universe who is needing anything, whatever it is, health, wealth, or otherwise, healed and handed to you in your universe. We see everybody in full abundance, and we see Mother Gaia, of course, no X's, no O's, no plastic chemicals, or no forever chemicals, and no plastics in her soil, or no forever chemicals on her water. And we see each and every one of us having an amazing weekend, grounding into the joy, the love, and to the purpose that we see for ourselves this weekend. We see each and every one of us having a joyful weekend, a purposeful weekend, and a favored weekend. Whatever you are looking to do in your weekend, may it shine, may it be beautiful, and may it be awesome. And for that, we say hallelujah. So it is. And there we go. All right, guys. Another week of good dawning. I will let everybody know tomorrow in the dawning what we're doing on Monday. Most likely, Millie had the right idea. Thank you. Just to put a post up that we're not doing good dawning, but I will go live at some point that day. And so that might be the case. But otherwise, guys, at the bottom there is the tag for the More Intuitive Me, who will be live at 9 tonight. So that's perfect. That will be after an hour after, I should say, Lucky Stone, and after everybody else who's live tonight. So, guys, there we go. Thank you. All of you. All right, Saturday. Yeah, Linda will be live Saturday night. That's right. So many people are going live. What I need to do, what I'm going to do is create a notebook in the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And so when I'm doing good dawning, I just flip the page open and here's who's live. So I just need to get a little notebook. Next time I'm at the grocery store. Maybe I'll make Jello. There you go. Just not Jello shots, right? There you go, Millie. All right, guys, remember everything you do or don't do helps create your living universe. If you still find darkness in your frame, if you're still sitting around in the darkness in your universe, as you release that darkness and realize it's not you, it's the things that occurred to your body, you are source inside yourself, whole and perfect. You start to feel better. You vibrate faster. Your cells spread out. Literally, they do, because they clump together when you're in your darkness. They spread out. They vibrate faster. You become lighter inside. You feel like you've lost weight, even if you haven't. And you step into the light body. Light body collects the light from the central sun, which makes it easier for you to do what? Create your loving, living universe. All right, guys. Stay awesome because you are Thomas. Good dawning. Cheryl, good dawning as well. Thank you, guys. All of you guys who are new here, I appreciate each and every one of you. If you would, please like and subscribe. We will be doing this again. Tomorrow dawning, we will do an abbreviated sort of good dawning. We'll do a few things here, but basically we're going to have Chloe on, and she's going to talk about crystals, and we'll talk about our website and where that's at, and catch up with her. All right, guys, stay awesome. I will see you all in the next, which is Victor in half an hour. All right, guys, I love you, and thank you. Again, happy birthday, Linda. Congratulations to Clint on 3,000 watch hours, which is awesome. Most channels don't get there. And congratulations again, Jimena, who's not with us. You had a meeting. But congratulations, Jimena, on 2,000 subs. 99% of all channels don't even get to 1,000. So, Jimena, you are, both you and Clint both together. I can't wait to see you guys physically together. It's going to be amazing. But yeah, you guys are awesome. Thank you. And thank you all so much. Hershey, don't forget Hershey as well. Go to her channel. We had it pinned from 99% of the show. Go to Hershey's channel as well to sign up for her scavenger hunt, and check out Elizabeth tonight at 9 Eastern time. All right, guys, love you. See you all in the next. Stay awesome, because you are.